What's going on, peeps? Hope everything is well with you guys. I'm going to make this video. I'm trying to make it as brief as possible. I shouldn't even say that because every time I say that, the videos go a lot longer than I want them to. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about timing. Now, with these medications, Wellbutrin / Vyvanse and/or, they are actually stimulants, okay? So because they're stimulants, they have a certain effect on your body for most people, all right? It's going to be very similar. Now, most people say that the medication, gives them energy and it takes away their appetite. Now, that could definitely be helpful in many ways, or not, but I think more ways than not. So now, I want to talk to you about timing. The timing of this medication, when you take it, taking advantage of it, are very, very important. It's only going to help you. Now, some of you are taking this medication, I think, too late. Because if you're not working at night, you shouldn't be taking this medication at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It just don't make sense. You're going to be staying up all night and wondering, why am I staring at the ceiling? Well, it's because you're taking Wellbutrin right before you're going to bed or a few hours before, or Wellbutrin and/or Vyvanse. Now, understand something. I take my medication at about 7:30 in the morning now, all right? And I know the energy level starts to kick in, like that 12 cup of coffee feel starts to kick in about 9 o'clock, all right? Maybe 9:30, an hour and a half in. Something like that, an hour in, and the concentration peaks at between 10 o'clock at 2 o'clock for me. Now, it's different for everybody else. I'm not saying that you're going to have the same exact results. This is not a prescription. I ain't a doctor, and it's not an exact, profile for everybody to go by. However, understand that for most people, this is going to work. And why I'm saying that, now this is very important. You're taking advantage of the medication, the stimulation, and the loss of the appetite for most of us. Don't think this is a magic bullet. People take this stuff and they just want their life. They take it and they sit there and they go, all right, the money should be in my bank account now, and yeah, that new car should be in my driveway. You got to hustle. You got to do stuff, okay? And that could be a lesson for something else. But what I mean is that this medication is helping me to get the energy that I need. So I'm not going to take it later on in the day or too early. I'm going to take it when I want to be at peak productivity. And my peak productivity, the time that for me is between 10 and 2. However, there's another secret weapon that I like to use, and I mentioned this in a previous video. I spoke about lists. Now, before I talk about lists again, and I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing this up, understand that if you take, of course, Wellbutrin is going to be either an extended release or I think an immediate release. I just ain't having time for all that, taking 2 pills and all that stuff. I just wanted to take 1. And with the Vyvanse is set up so, folks don't come, get cracked out and hooked on the, the Vyvanse train. So they made it as an extended release to, of course, decrease the likelihood of being addicted to it. But the extended release works for me because of my situation. Now, what you want to do, getting back to the list, you want to take your list and complete it at the time when you're at your peak, because that timing is so important. And why you want to do lists, especially on your phone, there's been studies that's been showing that tactile motion and touching your phone and, checking stuff off has actually helped people to commit. And people use that in sales. There's companies that use it to, push their product and whatever. And they take advantage of 2 things in psychology or behavior, what is it called? Behavioral economics. Something called the endowment effect and the mere exposure or the mere ownership effect. Now, pretty much in English, all that is if you have a list and you own this list versus doing other things, this is your list because you made it. You're more likely to stick to it than to move on to something else because you are already exposed to this and you have this there. So you're likely, even after the medication has peaked and has gone off, heck, even if you're not even on medication, I think it's just still great because I've been using this for a little bit. But that medication will be there to give you that extra push. So use the list on your phone. You cross things off, check things off. Your productivity will skyrocket because you have that extra boost. But don't expect it to do everything for you, all right? And understand, pay attention to your body. If you need to write things down on your phone or whatever, jot things down on pen and paper. And again, it's best to do that whole list thing on the phone, according to the study. But if you don't have it, hey, pen and paper's been around forever. Use that, it'll help you out. All right, I hope this has made sense to you. Any questions, please hit me up in the comment section below. Y'all know what to do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one.